What's happening? What's happening? What's happening, people? It's your boy K Styles here. Hold on, I want to make sure y'all can hear me. Can you hear me pretty good?
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, doing it on this damn tablet, my shit kind of lags sometimes. So, what's going on, people, man? It's your boy K Styles here. Hey, man, and we are hosting our Thursday extravaganza here on the 6 and K Live, as well as Mad Mike Sports Channel. Hey, man, you already know we got the usual lineup for today's show. We got the Senator, Mad Mike Sports.
Dig it.
And we got the Joker, Mr. Tactician, a.k.a. Juan Costello.
Hold on to your butts.
Yeah, boy. Hey, man, like you said, man, we got a good one. The title of today's show is the Atlanta Falcons in a rebuild or a cultural reset. And we're going to be talking about does weak quarterback classes equal weak draft hype?
Oh boy.
Because I think we want to have. I think I've been wanting to actually have that conversation for a good little while now. So this is gonna be pretty funny right here. But you know how it go, man. We gotta give a shout out to the people that's in here right now. So like I said, man, if you're new to the channels, make sure you go ahead, hit that like, hit that subscribe button, but definitely hit that hype button, because that hype button is gonna definitely help us with our algorithms and stuff like that. So shouts out to Silk Legacy. We got Sherman Wood, King Fred, Pat Norris, Pete on 97, Diamond, what's going on? Keyshawn Vlad. Hey, we appreciate y'all coming in. Hey, Mike, Juan, let's go ahead and get right into this. How we doing this evening, fellas?
I'm all right. I'm just having a blacktastic time.
Not blacktastic.
A blacktastic.
Yeah. Not blacktastic. All right. Carlos, what's going on, man? So we're gonna go ahead. We're just gonna start. You know what? Before we start with the first topic, man, do we got any sidebars that we want to get off our chest first, man?
Do we have that? What a little bump and grind, baby.
Ooh, yeah.
You can't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind, baby. See nothing wrong. I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to say that. But the sidebar, do I have something? Oh, so I don't know if I should go that route.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. The Emperor commands you. Do it. Do it.
Hey, Michael.
Do it. Do it. Yeah, do it. Do it. Settle down, Palpatine.
Yeah, he's stupid, bro. He's stupid.
Yeah,
he don't even know where to go.
Them motherfuckers. look stupid as hell. Have y'all seen people with butthead older? They look weird as fuck.
They look absolutely horrible.
They look horrible.
They are absolutely horrible.
It's like two rusty beer cans laughing.
Look. I will say something. No, I will say something. I want to definitely give a shout out to the Water Cooler Talk Sports for joining us on the Heavy Hitters last night. Definitely shout out to those fellas. Like I said, man, that was definitely a great show. So if you didn't get a chance to watch the Heavy Hitters live last night, we got to some college football conversations with the Water Cooler Talk Sports crew. Hey, man, told you, man. They love us, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and break the ice. I am so glad that Falcons and Matt Ryan are just causing problems all over the NFL. I love it. I love it. That he's coming into people's houses with his white tee. He's looking mean with his white tee. They're causing controversy. Ian Cunningham has taken on the role of Palpatine, and he's doing whatever the fuck he wants to do with whomever he wants to do it with. Oh, yeah, I love it. I love it.
So you want to go ahead and say pretty much we're just going to go straight into it, man. So, all right.
Blunt force trauma.
So as what you call blunt force trauma, the first topic of the show is the Atlanta Falcons rebuild or cultural reset. Now we've kind of heard the talking points going around a lot of different platforms and stuff where it is spoken of the Atlanta Falcons being in a rebuild stage right now. Which is interesting because I thought a rebuild means you're tearing the foundation down and I thought you was rebuilding the foundation. That's what I thought.
Can I really get in on that? Yeah. Can I really get in on that?
Oh, go ahead. You kick us off, man.
Okay. Everybody that knows me knows I say words mean something. And I can't stand lazy thinking people. I've heard a couple of podcasts, I've heard a couple of shows online, and you lovely media pundits who get it wrong all day long. First of all, let's clear the air. This is not a soft rebuild. Okay, I'm going to say it again. This is not a soft rebuild, like K-Style said. In order to have a rebuild, you have to tear something down. Okay? This is not a retool. Again, you have to take something away to bring something back. What this is like a puzzle. You're adding pieces to what's already there. That's it. Not no soft rebuild. You use these dumbass words, soft rebuild and retool. Shut the fuck up. We're adding pieces where they need to be. We're taking players out that no longer fit the system, and we're putting players in that position that fit. For all you people, let me dumb it down for you people. We're taking the square peg out of the round hole and putting the round peg in. Okay? I'm going to say it again. For you people that's drinking spoiled milk. We're taking the square peg out of the round hole and putting the round peg in. We're not tearing up the whole daggone box. And for you goofies out there telling these people that, stop that shit. Giving misinformation. Because unless I'm incorrect, I didn't know the Atlanta Falcons gave away the whole damn offense and decided to just start with new people. Y'all got to quit with this stupid shit. Say what it is. and stop trying to sound overly smart. You dumb motherfuckers.
Shout out the truth.
Right. That's like you're right. That's like that's right. That's like that Keyshawn. That's like adding seasoning to already seasoned food.
Lord.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. Like, I guess playing with words and certain words people don't understand, so they keep repeating the same shit over and over again. That what the fuck is a soft rebuild? Okay, that like a soft rebuild. It's what the fuck is that? You got to tear the shit down in order to rebuild something. Okay, we ain't tore shit down. We still got the same foundation of pieces on the defense and the offensive side. Okay, the special teams, we still got pretty much the same types of players for the most part. I mean, special teams always every year it changes because of it being the third aspect of the game. You know what I'm saying? Those guys are pretty much, I call them the foundation of the team in itself because, you got offense, you got defense, but what really holds both sides together is special teams. You give them, a certain field position, good position. Sometimes like special teams even win games.
Right.
You know so
absolutely.
It's a constant change. So when you talk about soft rebuilds, like that's a no shit Sherlock thing because it's been happening ever since goddamn the 70s when Dallas Cowboys, they was buying up every damn thing in, free agency. So before free agency came on. So like my thing is there's no such thing as a damn soft rebuild. Okay. That's a stupid term for stupid people who just want to keep everything the exact same. There's no such thing as doing that in football.
You want to go ahead and further elaborate on that one?
Of course. Pretty much what it is they're telling you that because we're letting go of certain players, or quote unquote players that a lot of you fans think that were impact players and they really weren't, is considered a soft rebuild. First of all, there's a soft opening. Simple as that. Don't get that confused. That's a soft opening. That means the building opens for investors before the main crowd gets there. Soft rebuilds don't exist. You're either changing players to fit the scheme, or you're tearing it down and get all new players. I didn't know we got rid of Bijan. I didn't know we got rid of Drake. I didn't know we got rid of Kyle. I didn't know we got rid of Jake Matthews and Caleb McGarry. I didn't know we got rid of them. So pretty much what they're doing is it's a cute way of saying they don't like the moves that's being made. And they're trying to dumb down the fact that, like we say all the time, Kevin Stefanski, Ian Cunningham have their guys that they want on this team. We told y'all that. I'm going to give you a refund. We told you! Mad Mike told you so! That's what we've been telling y'all. Mike has said it time and time again. I'm tired of hearing Mike say it. Every coach wants their players. We got rid of Darnell Mooney. Why? Because he kept bowling instead of catching the ball. You know what I'm saying? We got rid of players that weren't good for this scheme. Those guys are not what Stefanski wants. You either going to be top tier or you're going to be the guy he's hoping to make top tier. Period. That's it. The offensive line is still here. The weapons are still here. Even Durag Shawty is still here, even though he got a busted knee.
Mm-hmm.
You even got crash out. You even got concussion crash out. He's here. So, I mean, what? They ain't went nowhere. But what y'all need to be paying attention to is who we get. Who fits in them spaces. And again, I'm going to ask all of y'all this question. Go back and look at the list of the coaching staff and tell me, do you see our identity? If you see our identity, that'll tell you why they're making the moves they're making. Because everybody's up in arms. Oh, the Falcons they're in cap hell and they're getting all of these 1-year deal players. Yeah, you know what this reminds me of, Kevin? You're gonna love this. 2021.
Yep.
That's all it is. And who do we have in 2021, Kev, as a head coach?
Arthur Smith.
And
Another very unpopular hire, might I add.
And what did we do that year with Matt Ryan at the helm? Back then, he was a quarterback. Then, you know, well, what did we do with him?
Pretty much a bunch of, like I said, bunch of 1-year deal players. And we went 7-10 that year.
When nobody thought when people thought we were gonna go what?
They thought we was gonna go 3-14 that year.
Yep. So if we had Matt Ryan and the Oompa Loompas in 21 with Kyle Pitts, and then we turn around now and it's 26, and we have President Matt Ryan, and we have weapons with a Stefanski system and concussion crash out. What do you think this team is going to look like now that we have a decent defense?
Hey, like you said, they're literally sitting here they refining the foundation. So that goes back to the question that goes back to the second part of the question. Would you consider this a resetting of the culture? Because one of the biggest things that we've said about this team in itself is, what is the culture of the Atlanta Falcons? We ain't talking about the culture of the city of Atlanta, because that is irrelevant at this point. What is the culture of the Falcons?
I got a better term. We're not resetting anything. We are establishing the culture of the Falcons. And the culture of the Falcons is gritty football. Always has been. Falcons ain't never been. If you go back your 70s, 80s, and 90s Falcons ain't never been flashy. They've been gritty. They got flashy in the late 90s, early 2000s. Why? Because of Madden and Vic. That's what we got flashy. To be honest with you, because the 98 Falcons were gritty. I hate to tell y'all that. They were not flashy. They were gritty. Mud Duck and them were gritty. When Matt Ryan got Mud Duck and them were gritty. But the 98 Falcons were gritty. They were not flashy. I hate to tell y'all.
And like Keyshawn Vlad here said, yeah, the Miami Dolphins are rebuilding.
Yes.
They've literally got rid of damn near all their five foundational pieces. They literally are starting over.
Right.
Offensively.
Now, that other part, the other part is this. Again, they are establishing what the identity of this team is. The identity of this team is going to be run first, play action pass, and gritty defense. That's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to get. We're not getting this flashy air raid, drop back 9,000 times and throw it down the field and hope somebody catch it so we can look cute on ESPN. No, we're going to be gritty and boring. Right. Drip the flag. Right. Mike Vick, Falcon was the peak of flag. Yeah. We were the most. We were the highest entertaining losers on the planet.
Right.
But not to cut you off, Kev, but what they're trying to do now is establish a winning culture. If you want to call a coach, they want to establish a winning culture. Meaning that now we can stand on wins. Meaning that now, because remember back in the day, the Atlanta Falcons was something to fear coming to the NFC South. During the Matt Ryan era, they already knew. They were like, oh, we got to play them. They knew you was in for a fight. Now they look at us like, well, that's just one of them teams down there. You know, we don't know what we're gonna get.
That's just one of them teams.
Yeah. That they gotta go through
If we need a quick W, we just gotta go play them Falcons, one of them teams.
One of them teams. Right. Also, hey Kev, do they know that right now we're being smart about our money?
Mm-hmm.
Because you do now let's just say this experiment we got going on right now works. We get into the playoffs and the postseason and possibly get closer to a championship. Guess what happens?
Right.
Now some of these players either get their careers reignited, or now you got to possibly think how good you did this season determines if you stay on the team and we issue you another contract.
There you go. And look what Terry here just said. I just got on the screen. He said, establish running the ball, playing defense culture.
That's it. Gritty football.
You don't need a lot of money to play this style of football.
Nope.
Not at all.
And that's the thing people don't know. This is cost efficient. We talked about this when they drafted Kyle Pitts with the number 4 overall. It was cost efficient when they started that. The trouble we got into is, I mean, let's be real, because you fucking Falcons fans start getting in your damn feelings about the quarterback position because you want to jerk off to Lamar Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all want to jerk off to Lamar Jackson because y'all want a quarterback that you can make you feel good. You want to feel good about the quarterback position because we were running the ball. When we playing solid defense. We wasn't playing the caliber defense that we're playing now, but we were playing solid defense and running the ball, and we was 500. And we was, trying to develop the quarterback. And had we, taken our time and continue that, instead of trying to bring a coach like Ross Stupid, so he can use his quote unquote sources to bring in an old guy that came off of an Achilles injury and spent $180 million on him. Okay, $180 million, and here we were right back in the same position because we weren't patient. And then because you weren't patient enough, the Falcons made another decision, and that was to draft Kyle Pitts on top of it. And it's all because of y'all. Y'all bitch and complain about the quarterback position because you want to jerk off to AAU Jackson and the Jackson 5.
Yeah.
Y'all are the reason why we in this position. Because y'all not patient. Kev said it before. One of the main reasons what's wrong with this team is because they listen to y'all complain every day at every weekend at the damn Benz. Okay? Every home game at the Benz, y'all complain about not having a quarterback that can run like this guy. Y'all did that, complain to 92.9 the game and all 680 fan when they had the fan call-ins. Y'all tag every damn journalist. You need to tell Raheem now we need a quarterback that can run. Y'all did that every day. And then this past year, y'all whine and complain, man, why Michael Penix ain't running enough, man? Then Ross Stupid gets on and say, man, we've been encouraging him to run the ball more. Yeah.
So pretty much threw him under the bus because of the running, because he wasn't running the ball, so he threw him under the bus.
Yeah, the run brigade start putting pressure on.
But wait, there's more, because now y'all wanted him to run. Ross Stupid decides, well, he don't need to run. We just gonna make him throw 39,000 times, and the O-line better hold up. Until the O-line didn't hold up. And who didn't hold up for that O-line position, Mike?
Fat Stupid.
Yes. And what happened to Michael Penix's knee, Mike?
It bent sideways, sitting sideways.
Boys in the day need bent sideways.
Right. On a Sunday night. Now he really can't play.
But like you said, that goes right into that question is about resetting the culture. Because the thing about it is, like, one of the biggest issues that a lot of people are having with the regime right now is it's let's just be honest with you, it's a bunch of unpopular moves being made right now.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Whether it come down to the guy in charge, the head coach position, the players that are brought in, it's a bunch of unpopular moves being made. And like you said, we still gotta wait, or we still gonna wait and see what the results are going to be for this season. But they're taking it in a different direction now. And I think
what it might say, we're doing it through the lens of a quarterback now. We're doing it through the lens of a quarterback who's been there, who's done that, who's even played with Olamide Zaccheaus, who's played with Kyle Pitts. You see what I'm saying? This man knows the direction this team can go in if we put it in the right position. Again, take the square peg out of the round hole and put the round peg back in.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It took the 2016 experience for Matt Ryan to come back to this team and actually be a man of his word and fulfilling the run game, unlike Raheem dumbass.
Yeah, so he was too goddamn busy looking at himself in the damn mirror. That's what the fucking problem is. Big ass, shiny ass chicklets in his damn thing, trying to smile and hug every motherfucker that's not a Falcon.
Well, see, that's what happens when you walking around here and your ankles are sliding on the ground before your feet get there. That's what happens, but it ain't none of my business.
Because do you realize that the last two Super Bowl champions have went back to this simplistic formula of running the football and playing defense?
Yep, running the ball. Both.
Before they, because Kev, some of these people out here,
three, Kev. Really, three, because that's what the Chiefs were doing. All they were doing is running the ball and checking it down and playing defense.
Oh yeah, yeah, they did it too. Yeah,
they didn't win it, but I mean, the previous year they won it with that same philosophy. But like last year, the year before.
Well, remember, Mike, we seen it in this past Super Bowl. Remember, Seattle was running all over the field with him because the run game and pledging pass was working. When they got away from it, they started getting their behinds handed to them. And then they got smart and went right back to the run game. And the rest is history.
So I asked the question. I asked the question. What we're saying right now is, do you believe that the moves that they're making, and this is for everybody that's watching the show, are they resetting the culture for the Atlanta Falcons?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. Because let's see. Look at just going based just off the free agent deals. Like you said, I think what he said it was like 15 one-year deal players.
Uh-huh.
To where they're not spending a lot of money. You did a couple restructures with Jake Matthews. and you're opening up a lot of cash. Like you said, even the franchise tag for Kyle Pitts is not really a back-breaking move for the simple fact that the tight end is one of the least paid positions in football.
Yeah. That in the running back position.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? Most, I say 60% of the fans not paying attention to what we're doing. It's very simple. If we're giving out a bunch of 1 year, in free agency, we're giving out a bunch of 1 year deals, and we're doing a lot of restructuring. What are we preparing for?
My thing is to open up something.
We if you look at it, look at it in chronological order. We're cutting players that didn't service us. We're getting money put back on the cap. We're restructuring deals, stretching out stuff, getting money put back on the cap. We're signing players to 1 year deals. Also, with those restructures, with those cuts, we're getting kicks. We're setting up for the draft. That's what we're doing. So that Ian Cunningham can maximize fleecing people in the draft. From the pro days to the combine to all that, you watch what the Falcons are doing. They're systematically saying we can't go kicking the door down with a bunch of money. We're going to go into the draft with what we got. We're going to go in the draft with these new picks we got, and we're going to fleece somebody. Because I guarantee you we're going to have a bottleneck at wherever we're sitting for some player that everybody going to want. They're preparing for the draft.
Mm-hmm. Because even online, they're labeling this as a hard reset. As a hard. No, go ahead. No. I'm just reading it off here. When it said the Falcons offseason has been defined by a massive hard reset. So they're not talking about a reset of the team. It's talking about resetting the identity and the culture. That's what I mean by that.
I mean, I'm gonna need them to stop using sexual terms for us just saying we just putting the right players in the right positions, because they just need to stop that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just a soft rebuild. That's a hard reset. I mean, what is going on?
Right. Because you have to think with them not really making the playoffs in the last 8 years. Like I said, we not having stability at the quarterback position, not having stability of an offense and an offensive identity, not having stability defensively wise, special teams being inconsistent. Like I said, unfortunately, really what the hard reset is, and this is what my opinion is, the hard reset is resetting away from Rich McKay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
The guy at 92.9 the game was just basically like, his thing is he talking about soft reset because the Falcons don't have the finances. My thing is that right there is not really a smart thing to say, because that goes every year, especially when you fire a coach. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you fire a coach, that's a no shit Sherlock. Okay?
Exactly. Exactly.
You fired the entire staff, coaching staff. Dang near everybody on the offensive side of the ball. You damn near fired everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the front office. Most of those guys in the front office are fired, gone. That's a no shit Sherlock. This is not about no finances, because if they would have had the finances, in my opinion, they would be doing this exact same thing, bringing in guys that fit their particular scheme. That's not a fucking reset. That's called getting somebody in there who actually doing the things that we like to do. It's like running the ball, offense, play defense. That's what they're doing. That's not a fucking reset.
Can I say it again?
A reset when you talk about reset is when you go from the way they're explaining it. You're talking about something that goes from, all right, we're gonna play the spread. We're just gonna have a running quarterback, to saying, all right, you know what? Fuck that running quarterback. We're gonna get the slowest, biggest, whitest quarterback, or the slowest, biggest black quarterback like Byron Leftwich, and we just gonna tell that nigga to stand there, and we're gonna build everything around that. That's what that shit is.
Can I say it, Mike? Can I say it again for the umpteenth time?
Right.
Taking the square peg out of the round hole and putting the round peg back in.
Exactly. Here go Jerome. He said, damn near every free agent we sign is better than or equal to the guy they're replacing or has potential to.
That part. You know why? Because this is what Stefanski doesn't have to do. Stefanski doesn't have to find a running back to be the entire offense. He has weapons to choose from. So all Stefanski has to do now says, okay, well, who didn't do good last season and who didn't do good got cut. He said, okay, who can we get that's a little bit better than them that can add to what these superstars got? Okay. So all they're doing is getting support crew to help out the stars that's on the team. That's it. That's filling in the gaps. That's all we're doing. He said, okay, we got this legendary O-line coach. How can I help him? Well, let's get some big fat motherfuckers up front. So whomever we stick behind them, they don't get hurt again. Well, we just signed Tua. We got to make sure that Cottonhead don't fall on the ground. Okay, well, put somebody in front of them that likes eating trucks. Simple and plain. That's it. It's a puzzle piece. You're putting the pieces where they fit. And they're trying to save money while they do it.
Leo, you stupid. What's next? A medium hard on reset for the season? That could go many ways.
Nah, Leo. Next they're gonna be talking about they're making wet moves. We don't know what kind of wet moves they're making.
Lord, not the wet moves. Not the wet moves.
I'm at the point where they're going to use any term to basically minimize what the Falcons are doing until we got enough games under our belt that y'all can run out there and start bragging about your team again. That's just what it is. That's what it is. Ain't nothing we did popular. Nothing at all. And nothing we did got praise from ESPN. It's under the radar, it's skeptical, and everything else.
I mean, the soft rebuild shit is just so annoying to me because we didn't get rid of any of the star players. That's why I'm confused. I'm confused when you talk about soft rebuild. Motherfucker, that's called free agency. I don't get it. No shit. We don't have the finances. What's the point of saying soft rebuild? Soft reset, rebuild with it. What's the point of that? That's stupid as hell to say that. You know what? I would say, one, I need you to buy you some new rub on the booty oils. I need you to find that. I need you to find new oils. I need you to find new foot massage machinery, all types of stuff. Like, I need you to do those types of things, Juan. What do you say to that?
Fuck no, because that costs money. I already got it.
You're gonna do that thing that's cost efficient, right?
Yeah. That just means I'm going to replace what broke, but not start over.
You're not gonna start over. So that's what I mean. That's what I mean by it's like soft reset shit. Like, that's a no shit, Sherlock, because when you're a business, you don't want to sit up here and keep buying a whole bunch of new machines because somebody said, Juan, I think you need to get this. Okay, I think you need to get this one. I need you to go to get the most expensive massage.
You know what? Yeah, get
the most extravagant. You know the ones that be in those I want to say brothels. I want to say brothels.
No. You know what? You talking about the most expensive tables and stuff that move up and down it. Yeah. You know what?
Put your face down in and all that type of stuff. I'm not talking about coochie, y'all. Okay.
No.
Table.
No. They have a face cradle. Okay, for y'all that don't understand.
I'm not gonna bypass what Jerome just put in here talking about.
Bro, Jerome ass, okay.
Hey, but you know what though? Hey, Jerome, that's one of them 3 CD sets you used to get back in the day.
So what you said? What you said? That's that big wet asses series. That's what you're saying. Big wet ass 3. That's what they do.
Hey, Kev, no, that's the give it to me package. You get 3 CDs in one.
That sound like one of them pornos you get from the bootleg man at the gas station.
Hey man, I got that new give it to me 3-pack, boy. You know you get all I got all the good ones, boy. They come 3 to 5 for 5. You get 3 for 20, 3 for $3.39.
You think you about to get booty talk 12? You don't get a movie called Forrest Humps. I'm like, oh hell no! Get this dumb ass shit off my damn TV.
Now you get one of them old vintage ones called It Rubs the Frying Pan.
And Quest, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming. He said it's been a minute since he's seen a live show. Yeah, man, it's been a while since we're seeing you in here. Appreciate you coming in. Terry here said, does it seem like the Hawks and the Falcons are now following the same team concept, building a foundation?
Terry, I mean, they're 11 wins in, bro. I mean, what are we talking about? They're 11 wins in. I ain't mad at them.
You got at some point in time, you cannot get away from the foundations and the fundamentals.
Right.
The only and what my thinking process is not even just the fact that they don't have the money. The thing is, you have a lot of premium players that's up for big contracts here soon.
Right.
So you have to at least have something on the table, something. So when you come to that decision, you can make your moves and you can placate your strategy around that, because you think about it, even with Kyle Pitts with this franchise tag, you got that. You got Bijan Robinson, who's looking for who on the cusp of having a major payday at the running back position, and then you have Dre London, who is going to be looking for a mass payday, being that the wide receiver position is the second to third highest paid position in the NFL.
What the Falcons are doing is this. Stefanski don't want to let none of them guys go. Okay? So what they're going to do is they're going to make sure that they have a light free agency, and they're going to have a light in the pockets draft, so that when those contracts come up, they can keep the core. Because if you heard what Stefanski said about Bijan, he is enamored with that young man and his skill set. So, and because think about it, I'm not knocking Nick Chubb, but he's going from that to Bijan. Now, if he gets him here, that's twice as good. But he's like, yo, I got a cat that can just make people miss. And if I put him in the right positions, we win games. Basically, he's saying if I put him in the right position, we win the NFC South without even thinking about it. He's got too many weapons at his disposal he did not have in Cleveland.
Man, Leo, talk about that. Give it to me, 3-pack 50th edition and shit.
Listen, y'all seen them dudes outside with them CDs. Don't act like you just passed them by.
Yeah, no. Keys as if we draft a quarterback late, would y'all want a dual threat guy or a mobile pocket guy?
I want to ask him that question. I don't want to answer that. I want him to answer that. Yeah, you answer that. I'm tired of answering that fucking question. Look at that bullshit. Okay?
I don't think it would matter either or, be just for the simple fact that you're pretty much talking about the same guy.
Yeah, pretty much.
When you said a dual threat guy or a mobile pocket guy, it's pretty much in today's NFL and today's game of football, though that pretty much blurs the line between the two.
What it actually what's more important is the kind of offense you got around that quarterback, because the kind of offense you got around that quarterback is going to dictate how they function, regardless. And the kind of coaching, because like Kev used to always say, most quarterbacks flourish when you move the pocket. Most quarterbacks flourish when you move the pocket. And if you got a veteran back there, even with Tua flourishes when you move the pocket, because that's where he's his most dangerous. When Tua has to be stationary, that's when you see him running around in the backfield trying not to get knocked out. He's not good being a statue.
Come on, Keith. You need to answer that damn question. All right, gotta play fair. Okay, answer the question. Because what you say is going to determine how I respond.
I guess I gave my answer on that. So I guess that Keith, that the clock is on you to what would you prefer?
Because my thing is, why the fuck does running matter if he's a quarterback? If the motherfucker can't throw a slant, what the fuck good is he running? What that's the point right there. Like it don't fucking matter if it's a pocket guy, because he's gonna have to throw the ball regardless. See, what has happened in football is that because we teach this stupid ass shit in high school in AAU basketball, everything is about a fucking highlight. You try to get a whole bunch of motherfuckers that's 6'12" and 13 and 15, okay? And I mean 6'13". I mean every word that motherfucker said. That's you. I'm talking about the motherfucker that's they got a body like a 6'4" guard, but their arms is about as long as a goddamn gorilla. Okay, that's what
not a bunch of Victor Wembanyama's. I know he ain't talking about that.
Cam knew I was going with it. See, Cam knew what I was going with it. He knows exactly what I was going with it.
Not a bunch of Victor Wembanyama's.
That's what they get in high school. So it don't fucking matter at quarterback, because if motherfucker can't throw a slant, what good is he running? You see what I'm saying? Like it don't matter. He still got to throw that slant. He still got to throw that out route. He still got to throw that flat. It don't matter if he runs, because guess what? That nigga that runs, that nigga runs, ain't made it to a Super Bowl yet.
Run the damn ball.
That nigga been running for 8 years, and he still ain't made it to a Super Bowl. Does it matter? It don't look like it. Him being mobile don't even look like it matters no more.
Well, Mike, you got one problem though. I mean, if you're gonna run towards the Super Bowl, you can't run in the opposite direction. So I think that's his problem.
All right. Got another question here is, when do you think it's ideal to extend Drake London? Hopefully they're talking as we speak.
I ain't saying shit to that motherfucker until Bijan paid.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
You take care of the big boss first before you start talking to everybody else. You gonna pay for the booty before you actually get the booty. Bitch, give me the booty first, okay? Bitch, you give me you give that ass and then I'll give you the cash. Okay?
So what? So what you trying to say? You trying to say, okay, baby, now I'm gonna get this promissory note. Now I need you to go in there and lay down. I
Yeah,
get there when I get in there.
You give her them $40 before you actually get it. That bitch gonna look. She gonna lock your ass in that bathroom and leave you and run out of the damn hotel. That's what the fuck gonna happen.
She look. She ain't gonna lock you in there. She gonna be like, all right, go in there, take a shower. She gonna walk out the door
and walk out the damn door. You gone.
Absolutely. But let me and I'm gonna explain this to y'all. This is why having a bunch of premier position guys at the same time can be detrimental.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And especially if it's detrimental to a football team that doesn't really have a set identity or a set system.
Yep.
That's what I mean by to get the ass first and cash later. That's what I mean by that. You got to set the foundation first before you start to get the rewards. Get the rewards of that particular scheme. You can't just be up here paying guys. Man, I think you're gonna be a superstar. Let's give them $200 million because I like them. Guess what? You turn out like Brock Purdy. Turn out like Brock Purdy. They don't pay for $200 million. A motherfucker can barely throw a slant consistently. Just saying.
And the thing about it too is you got to think about it from this aspect as well. Is the system going to be set up? Is the system for the Falcons going to be set up to where you really need a high paying wide receiver like that? Because like you said,
I love you. I really do love you for that comment because that's exactly where I was going to go with it.
Because you have to look at it. You have to look at it from the standpoint of, okay, I got the mic right here. All right, so you have to look at it from this standpoint. When we look at this particular type system here, and we know what the tight end usage is with this type of offense.
Mm-hmm.
Is it viable to have a $35+ million a year wide receiver if tight ends are going to be involved, and especially if Bijan Robinson is going to be involved in the passing game as well?
Mm-hmm. That right there. That's exactly right there. The Kev, you so goddamn smart. All right, y'all give Kev a round of fucking applause, okay? Give him a round of applause for that shit. And that's exactly what he's talking about. This is why you don't want to go out and start playing everybody all willing.
Hold on, Mike.
Hercules.
And like you said, that is the dilemma that the Falcons are in, because if you, like you said, under Zach Robinson, yes, you would say, yeah, give Drake his money, because that's going to be the vocal point of said offense. Problem is, we got a brand new offense.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know if Drake London is going to be the number one vocal point.
Well, if you look at it, again, Bijan's a focal point because why? Stefanski likes run first, play action pass.
Mm-hmm.
And we had a discussion, and Mike made a very interesting take. He said, in this type of system, you really don't need a wide receiver that can take the top off of defense. Why? Because you're not going to be passing it that much.
Right.
Play action pass, you can basically attack in the middle of the field. So a lot of times, and that's where a lot of teams kind of don't concentrate their strengths is usually on the outside. So if we're running the ball and we're doing play action pass, you're gonna the probability of throwing a deep ball is probably gonna be like less than 20%.
Now. Let me add to this though. If they hadn't the franchise tag Kyle Pitts, this would be that would have been a completely different answer.
Right.
If they had not franchise tag Kyle Pitts. So, like you said, when we having this conversation about, Drake London, Bijan Robinson, or Kyle Pitts, them franchising Kyle Pitts in itself almost kind of told you exactly what we're talking about, because that quote unquote 16 million guarantee, if they was to pay Drake London, they would have paid Drake London this offseason had they not franchise tagged Kyle Pitts.
Also, let me ask you a question. What is Stefanski's relationship with tight ends? Because you mentioned it before.
Oh no. Tight ends usually eat. Like I said, the middle of the field is usually where they eat. And it's having the confidence in your quarterback to make those throws in the middle of the damn field. And setting up those throws in the middle of the field. Like Zach Robinson, bitch ass. But
yeah.
Talking about Bucky Irvin is just as good as Bijan Robinson. Boy, you don't get the foot out of my face with that shit.
That's why I want to push back on Keyshawn's comment.
No, he ain't.
This is why I want to push back on that comment. Because there's a general consensus when it comes down to certain things that an offense is supposed to look like certain the offense looked like this when he had this. All right, so we're gonna look at the personnel. See, this is why you gotta look at everything in its entirety. Okay, so we're gonna look at this roster for them in 2020. Okay, look at the roster. We're gonna run. He said his offenses always look better when he has a number one receiver. Okay. Anybody want to guess who those receivers was?
For which team?
2020. Kevin
Stefanski. The Cleveland Browns. 2020.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember? I can just go ahead and name it off.
Go ahead and name some because I can't remember.
Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham Jr., Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Does that sound like some number one receiver? Let's be real. Because Odell Beckham was coming off a knee injury.
So hold on. So here's where I can counter that question. So are we basing it off the Minnesota Vikings days with Justin Jefferson? But that's what it sounds like.
The whole point. No. The whole point of this is, does that sound like a number one receiver? We're going to go to the Minnesota Vikings team also.
Okay.
Because the point I'm trying to make, Kev, we're going to look at the running back for them also. Okay, because there's a general consensus that he just needs a number one receiver. That's not true at all. You know why? Do you remember who was the running backs for those guys in 2020?
Was it Nick Chubb and was it Jerome Ford?
Kareem Hunt.
Okay. Damn, I forgot. Damn.
You see where I'm going right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
He had Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt. Both of those guys were regarded as number one backs.
Yep.
Right.
Remember that.
But basically, like you said, even with it being having a quote number one wide receiver, it still ran off the backs of your
Ding,
running
ding,
backs.
ding, ding, ding. Because guess what? We got the king dangalang, okay? And his name is Bijan Robinson, okay?
So in other words, Mike,
See
what
where
you
I'm
were,
going with this?
yeah.
The foundation is going to be the running game.
Yeah. Look, pretty much what it is we're gonna go. You're gonna go back to seeing what we saw before Bijan got here, which is the quote unquote. We had Tyler Algier and Caleb Huntley, and we were bludgeoning teams in the run game.
Go back to the Super Bowl year. What was that? The foundation of our Super Bowl in 26.
2016.
Devontae Freeman, Tevin Coleman.
Yeah.
King dingaling. God damn it, K-Style. Your shit just continuously growing. You about 12 goddamn inches long right now. You know that, K-Style? K-Style is that motherfucker growing like Pinocchio right now.
But now look. And we said this.
Are you saying that's why Mrs. Styles loves me so much?
Oh yes, K-Style. Oh
yeah. You know what? You know
ain't worth shit, bro.
You know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. Yeah.
It ain't worth the damn. The made me blunder on a damn checkmate because of that stupid ass.
But listen now. And we've also had this conversation. We was like, can you imagine if they did get Nick Chubb and Bijan Robinson on this team? Yes. Can you see that? Because think about it. Nick Chubb was their whole offense. I hate to say it. Nick Chubb was their whole offense. Myles Garrett was their whole defense. That's just what the fuck it was. But you add him with Bijan, because now remember, Bijan is a dual threat back. He can catch out of the backfield as well as run. So literally, if those two was on this team, you really don't, I hate to say it, you really don't need a Drake London. You really don't.
See, that's why I say we're not saying that the wide receiver
not important.
It's not important, but that's not the foundation of his offense. That's what he needs for his offense to be elite. There's a major difference. The philosophy, see, getting back to football, football has always been about running the damn ball in trench play. That's what football has always been. But the great teams, you go back to the Rams, K-Style, they were regarded as the greatest show on turf because not only could they pass the ball, they could run the ball. They had fault. They had that offensive line with pace and what the guard.
Like I said, it was Orlando Pace, Adam McCullum,
Witten,
and beast mode. And you had beast mode.
No, talk about the Rams. Yeah. It was
the Rams. I think you're talking about Seattle.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the Rams. It was Orlando Pace. It was Andy McCullum.
That's who it is. That's who
Andy McCullum.
Yeah. See, and this is why they're getting back to the gritty part of it and the ground and pound. It's because, for one, it takes pressure off of your O-line and they don't get as tired as fast, which means that they can basically impose their will on the defense. Okay. Number two, it takes pressure off of your quarterback, and it also eliminates your quarterback. It eliminates your quarterback from having to get hurt because the O-line tires out, which means that now you don't have to worry about your quarterback getting injured as much. And now he can have that time where he can have that one deep pass downfield that may electrify everybody in the crowd, because he's not tired from backing up trying to throw it. So, and then from that, you control the middle of the field, which is what most teams are weak at. Because why? A lot of teams don't have real big DBs like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you can utilize a Kyle Pitts to go across the middle. You can utilize a Drake London to go across the middle, and they can literally body any DB they want.
See, that's another reason why the Atlanta Falcons offense was so good, is because they could adapt to any style of football. They could just hand the ball off to Devontae and Tevin Coleman and have 200 yards. They didn't have to use Julio. They didn't have to use Sanu. They didn't have to use Austin Hooper and win games. They could just win. That right there is what makes the offense unstoppable. That's what makes the offense successful. It's not an individual player. It's having multiple facets of the game. If you look at, for example, this is another example of what we're talking about. Let's go to Georgia Tech, K-Star. Let's pull out that Georgia Tech under Haynes King. What was the general consensus as far as the negative aspect of Haynes King and that Georgia Tech offense? The negative aspect.
The negative aspect is, well, for Haynes King, it's turnovers at the wrong time.
See that right there, turning the ball over. What is the positive aspect when everything go well with that offense?
They run it the damneth ball,
and he can throw that thing at the same time, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So that's balance.
Mm-hmm.
So when he's not doing the wrong shit, go ahead, finish.
No, because I was about to say, because a lot of people don't kind of forget that Georgia Tech had one of the top offenses in the country last year.
Mm-hmm.
Overall offenses, because of that balance and how them being able to run that outside zone and RPO and quarterback power. Like I said, they had a whole bunch of different aspects of it.
Exactly. So see, that's what we're saying. It's not saying that Drake isn't important, but what makes the offense dangerous is not the fact that you can just sit on one person or this guy. See, that's why Seattle won their championship last year. Because they could, when Big Red was hot, all they did was throw the ball to Jackson and Jigba. I think that's it. I think I said it right.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
JSN. Just say JSN.
Right. So when they was on, they would just throw the ball to him. But when he wasn't right, all they would just do is say, you know what? Look, let's just throw a little couple of slants here and there, but we're gonna get Charbonnet and we're gonna get Walker and we just gonna run the damn ball out your throats and play solid defense. So all that works together. All that works together. There's no one aspect of the game of a team that's bigger than the other. But the thing is, in football, if you don't have a good offensive line and you don't have a good running back, chances are you're not gonna beat elite teams. Chances are you're not gonna beat elite teams with just a Julio Jones. Okay? We know that, right? I think we all can agree to that. Because we had Calvin. We had Julio. We had a nice offense, but guess what? When that running game wasn't going, all they would do is just let Julio do his thing and try to shut everybody else down and try to, get after Matt Ryan. Sacks. Knock him down. So all that works together.
Yeah.
This is why you need your trenches. You need your offensive line. You need your running back. And that right there is what I like. I take great exception to people saying with the Kevin Stefanski offense that all he needed was a wide receiver for his offense to work. No, that's completely wrong. That's completely wrong. Because guess what his last few years in Cleveland was? They had a bunch of quarterbacks, but they couldn't run the ball and they couldn't protect the quarterback. That was the problem.
Yep, because why? Nick Chubb was the whole offense. And if Nick Chubb got hurt, well, nobody following up behind him. Not with the run game, they wasn't. And I hate to tell y'all something. That is the reason why Shedeur was put in that precarious predicament because what was Shedeur having forced to do? Throw the ball downfield.
Throw the ball downfield and use his legs a little bit more because they could not run the ball.
Right.
See, the throwing ball puts a little bit too much pressure. Throwing ball actually put a lot of undue pressure on the team in its entirety. Yep. Especially the offensive lineman.
Especially when you have an offensive line who predicates themselves on bludgeoning people.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And again, if you look at him, he had to run around because the O-line was tired. Because if you got a defensive guru that knows how to get at you, all he gonna do is just wait for your O-line to get tired and then he gonna blitz. That's all he gonna do.
Yep.
All I gotta do is, okay, first down, second down, blank. First down, second down, blitz. First down, second down, blitz. First down, second down, third down, blitz. I'm just gonna blitz you because y'all guys ain't got enough strength to stop us from knocking your quarterback out. So now he running around the backfield like a chicken with his head cut off.
Yep. That was the whole recipe with beating the Ravens. All you had to do was stop Derrick Henry. You stop Derrick Henry, you ain't going all of this is right in front of our face. But we got the ESPNs of the world and some of these experts, and I use that term lightly. These experts tell you need to have a wide receiver. No, you need balance. Like, what's good at bringing in a wide receiver if you can't run the ball?
That's because wide receivers are highlight reel makers. Running backs are basically just game winners. Only reason why Bijan is a highlight reel maker is because he make people look stupid while he's running.
Mm-hmm. He's an asset for both aspects of the game. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. Bijan Robinson, if he wasn't a running back, this dude could be a hell of a slot receiver.
Mm-hmm.
See, don't let these people tell you that you just a wide receiver away from win. Motherfucker, how many times oh my God, I just gave myself oh my God.
A migraine? Yeah, I know.
Because that's what they told us when we drafted Calvin Ridley. We was a wide receiver away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
When you needed to shore that defense up. When the Falcons drafted Calvin Ridley, that basically was the doom and gloom to the franchise right there, because you're basically saying that we was going to outthrow everybody. Fuck the defense.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But you see,
because you remember the year before that, do I got to remind everybody of Tat McKinley? So you know how that.
Oh, please don't. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Please don't. But you know what? Fast forward, look at what having a decent defense does for your team. Because we've always said, and Jew has said this multiple times, a good defense gives your offense the ball back and gives you another opportunity to score. Having a good offense with a bad defense, your offense pretty much got to score every time they get on the field.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Yep.
And if you noticed about last season was the exact representation of the telltale sign of why having a good defense was important, because it kept us in games we shouldn't have been in.
Oh man. But yeah. So in conclusion of that, man, Atlanta Falcons trying to set a goddamn code. They're trying to reset the identity. Mm-hmm. People ain't gonna like it. Well, that's a them problem. That's a them problem. That's not my problem. But Damn, boy, that conversation was so good about that first conversation. I had damn near had forgot about the second damn topic. And I'm glad Mucho just brought it up. So like rather be Mad Mike Sports or the ATL Sports End Game. We're gonna part two that first conversation about the culture. Cause we actually, like I said, that conversation can go a whole nother hour if we want to.
Yes, sir.
But the second part of the show, and like I said, man, if y'all haven't subscribed to any other channels, you hit the buttons. If you hadn't hit that like button, make sure you go ahead and do your damn thing on that. And we definitely will appreciate that. Hey, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to the ATL Sports Endgame as well.
That's it, man. Check out the shorts I'm gonna be coming up with very soon. Y'all be patient with me.
Exactly. So the second topic of the show is it's basically a talking point that I've had for a while. And it's basically, does a weak quarterback class equals weak draft hype? Because a lot of times when we be talking about these draft classes, and this is just going for the public, the consensus public, the casuals, usually when there's not that much hype on a quarterback class, sometimes the NFL draft doesn't have that same And I say sometimes because, like you said, even when you hear a lot of the draft conversations, like how we normally hear them, it's not a lot. It's not a lot of hip hop hoorays and shit like that. And let's just be honest, this year's quarterback class has no hype behind it at all. So what do you think about that, man? Do you think that the lack of depth of the quarterback position of this draft has hurt the hype of this draft class?
I think it's the shift in the NFL actually.
Ooh,
and Mike, all right. Remember what Mike said 2 years ago. Okay, Mike said the NFL is football. The NFL is changing. It's going to go back to the ground and pound. All of that flashy air raid offenses and stuff that we were used to seeing, we're not going to see that anymore. And he said, what type of quarterbacks are coming out of college now? He said these quarterbacks are basing their skill set on the RPO. So if you go back to ground and pound, you don't necessarily nullify the RPO, but it's not necessary. Because now what happens is basically running the ball and play action pass is basically your staple. So all those flashy big arm quarterbacks, it's like, okay, yeah, you can throw, but we're not really focused on that now. So now you got to be a quarterback that can fit in a system regardless if you got a big arm or not. Also, these lesser known quarterbacks that's coming out in the draft kind of got equal footing now. Because the media is not going to hype up something that the NFL is not pushing. And since the NFL ain't pushing these air raid quarterbacks anymore, the media is no reason for the media to hype it up. It's everybody. We got to go with the boring quarterback. Who cares? So now they'll start pushing the hype towards wide receivers or running backs. Plain and simple.
What's your take on that? What's your take on that topic, Mike?
I mean, I've always said if quarterbacks aren't good at the basics of reading a defense, he's a worthless piece of absolute shit. Okay? Absolute worst piece of shit. And it don't matter if you're fast. It doesn't matter if you're you got the biggest arm. None of that matters when you're playing amongst the Giants. Okay? You can be the biggest, strongest, fastest midget in the universe. When you start playing against a bunch of King Kongs, guess what? Yeah, you don't look so fast, look so strong now, do you? When you 5 foot tall and you playing against a bunch of people that's 6'4", 6'5", 300 pounds, and they can run just as fast as you. And I mean, little people, too. I don't want the Stetson Bennett fans coming at me by saying midgets. So I'm gonna correct myself. I'm gonna be politically correct and call him little people. When we see these 5 foot little people, and they playing against a bunch of 6'7", 300-pound defensive linemen, you got these 6'4", 6 feet, 250 guys, and they can run faster than you at quarterback. That doesn't matter as much, does it? Why? Because everybody can run fast. Everybody is super athletic on the team, on the field now. So guess what you got to do? You got to learn how to outthink them. And I think that right there suits you a whole lot better, kid, when we talk about learning how to outthink guys. Mm-hmm. Those are the things that we talk about all the time. Learn how to outthink people. I ain't got to be the greatest. I don't have to be the greatest host of all time. Why? Because I got the greatest host of all time on this show. Think about that.
There you go. There you go.
Mike don't have to be the greatest host of all time. I don't have to be the second greatest host of all time. I got 2 guys right here on this show that can fill in for me, and all I have to do is really just sit back and watch them work and wait my turn. Why? Because they great at what they do. That's it. That's the recipe.
He really loves us one.
I know Mike gave us our flowers in the dirt.
Oh my God! That's one of those.
Hey, Kev, you forgot the equivalent.
You see those videos from one of them African tribes in Chad where they had to court the women and they be talking about.
He sound like he's starting up a Yugo.
They got stand there bug eyed and shit talking about.
Oh my God.
I gotta show you that video, boy. That shit had me rolling. I like, boy, these worldwide customs are wild.
But that goes back to what I was saying. Like I said again, in football, that's why most quarterbacks fail. It's because they don't realize they can't. They're not the fastest guy. They're not the best athlete in the world anymore. That's the difference. That's what, if you look at every quarterback that's successful, is Patrick Mahomes the fastest, most athletic quarterback out there?
No, but he is.
Hell no.
He is what you call he's gifted because he's learned to take a whole nother skill set and add it toward his repertoire.
Right. He's the improvised king. That's it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He could take that baseball skill set and do some wicked stuff with throwing a ball.
Exactly.
But you know what? But you know what? I got a better one. Bijan Robinson is a quintessential example of that. Bijan's not the fastest. Now, Bijan may run 21 miles an hour at his top speed, but Bijan, his body mechanics are so superb. He makes even the most veteran elite defensive player miss. Like, I'm in front of your face and I can't grab you.
Mm-hmm. He's standing right in your face, and you still can't grab him.
You still can't grab him, and if you grab him, you ain't got him.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said he's the new Barry Sanders, and we not even appreciating it. I saw this dude made 3 guys miss in a span of a yard.
Yes.
How the fuck does that happen?
That's 3 feet. For y'all that don't know your math, that's 3 feet.
And he's done it multiple times. But we up here, man, I wish I had me a quarterback.
No. Mike, this man literally was in the end zone, stopped on a dime. The other man fell past him and he walked in for a touchdown. Do you know how embarrassing that is? Bruh, nigga did instant transmission in the end zone. Come on, man.
Which goes back to the question of identity. If you have a special talent like that in Bijan Robinson, that's got to be the first guy you got to take care of before he get too damn expensive.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mucho asked the question, he said the last 10 years, who had the best quarterback class and where would Fernando Mendoza be picked if he was in that class? Man, if he was picked in any other quarterback class, this motherfucker would be a 6th-round draft pick.
You talking about a Tom Brady?
He'll be a 5th-round draft. He'll be a middle-of-the-road quarterback.
Yeah, I don't think, and I'm not trying to, because I love quarterbacks. The thing is with Fernando, he's the quintessential RPO quarterback. That's and when we talk about RPO, we just talking about quarterback that are trained to just get the ball out of their hands quickly. Okay, that's what that means. He's trained to get the ball out of his hand quickly and improvise. That's it. That's all they ask quarterbacks to do in college right now. Get the ball out of their hand quick, whether it's throw screen, throw a slant, throw it in in route within 10 yards. That's, if you look at, that's all Indiana asks him to do. And he's very good at doing exactly that. But when you need him to make the plays downfield consistently, that right there is what makes quarterbacks consistently making those throws down the field outside of 15 yards, because in the NFL, anything over 15 yards, about 20 yards considered a deep pass. All right. Anything that's over 20 yards is considered a deep play.
Right.
You need your quarterbacks to make those consistent 20-yard throws downfield and accurately with pressure in their faces. And that's where he struggles to make those consistent plays. You get it within 15 yards. Fernando Mendoza is a damn good quarterback, but that's the RPO. Everybody in the league, everybody in college and in the league can do that. Get the ball out within 15 yards, 10 to 15 yards. That's it. Everybody could know. But he struggles to do that consistently downfield. So that's the problem with him. You look at him. So it's like, if he was in any other draft class, I don't think he'd be a 2nd rounder. I think he's pretty much Will Levis, to be honest. Mr. Mayonnaise.
Come on, not Hellman's.
Not the mayonnaise, not the mayonnaise. The mayonnaise cologne, motherfucker. No. I thought we moved past that. I went to therapy for this.
You know what? That, oh gosh. All I keep hearing is blue plate and Hellman's.
Like no.
Absolutely not.
But like you said, the best quarterback class out of the past 10 years, so that's going back to 2016, it's in the past 10 years, as of right now, you could say it's a toss-up between, what was it, 2018? in 2020. But really, right now, it's really 2018 right now.
2018.
Yeah, 2018, and what about 2017?
2017, that's Patrick. Hold on, I'm trying to think. Was Patrick Mahomes in 2017 or was he 2018? I think he was 2017.
He was 2017.
Okay, and hold on, let me see. I'm sitting out. Look, my bad. I'm sitting over here looking at uh looking at goofy ass gadgets and shit and see what I was gonna get. But what's going on, Don? What's going on with you, man?
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the Don, and I am one of the biggest Michigan Wolverine fans. And we just won our game 101.
Oh my gosh. You had to come on here and think. He really did this, y'all. He interrupted our show so he can talk about Michigan Wolverine. Ain't this?
I didn't interrupt anything. He asked me what's going on, and I just told him what was going on.
We know that's always going on in your mind.
What you say now?
I mean, besides food, yeah.
So 2017, you had Pat Mahomes, Mitch Trubisky, Deshaun Watson, Deshaun Kaiser, Davis Webb, oh Lord,
Nah, 2017 was garbage. Outside of Patrick Mahomes. So I say 2018.
Yeah, 2018. Yeah, 2018 is for sure the best quarterback class.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't like 2020. Yeah, you had Tua, Joe Burrow, like those guys. They have a lot of, and I ain't gonna say still developing, but the injuries have gotten the best of them.
Mm-hmm.
So if they didn't really have a lot of injuries, these past 5-6 seasons, like who would have known? What if?
Mm-hmm. But that's one of those things where you can also say that the 2021 quarterback class was one of the most overhyped draft classes, just for the simple fact.
You ain't got to tell me that. I already know.
Mm-hmm. Because and that is unfortunate because they put the moniker of that supposedly being one of the greatest quarterback classes since 1983.
Bruh, people put their house on the line for the 2021 draft class for guys like Trey Lance and Justin Fields, all for them to be ass. I ain't even gonna say bust. Ass.
Well, that's what happened. Now they assed out like the rest of them without no house. So I mean, hey, it fits.
Because they thought they can tell them niggas to run, nigga run. That's all.
Well,
they thought that would be enough.
I mean, if that was the case, Lamar would have ran his ass into a Super Bowl.
But here's the thing, though. I said this, and I said that these guys weren't gonna pan out, and bullseye.
Well.
So, like I said, man, it's just unfortunate, that the developmental issues in college and even more so in the pros, it's just don't nobody really take developing these quarterbacks serious.
But
they think their athleticism is going to get them over the hump. It's not.
Well, but see, the way the league is going back to, they're gonna have to go back to learning how to read defenses and everything like that. Because the RPO, if you begin to go back towards the run game, that RPO shit don't matter. It don't. You better learn how to read the defense because them blitzes is coming. Or you better be real good at handing that ball off within a second. That's it. The league going back to the way it is going to force these RPO quarterbacks to have to learn how to be quarterbacks in the true sense. Or they going to get their asses tore out the frame in the first 3 years of their career.
I see it said the 2024 draft class.
Too early to call.
Yeah, I gotta get at least another 2 years.
Yeah, and that's why
Give
people
another
keep
2
talking
years.
about
They're trending in the right direction right now, but like I said, I gotta give it a couple more years for them.
Mm-hmm. Caleb Bonitz, Michael Penix, J.J. McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta get them time.
Drake May, yeah. Let me see. So, y'all want to go ahead and throw some questions in here, man? Y'all definitely do that. We Q&A it up for the last bit of the show.
Yeah, Georgia about to play St. Louis here in a minute.
Yeah, like I said, those schools like St. Louis and stuff like that. You see them in them March Madness tournaments. Them teams you got to be scared of.
Jake Wilkins, but he don't look nothing like his dad, bro.
You say he don't look like his dad at all?
He don't look nothing like Neek. I don't see Neek in him. But yeah, he got the athleticism though.
Hold on a second. Jason T here said Matt Ryan was a great quarterback. He didn't have defense help since he was drafted. Such a waste. Defense wins championships. I'm glad the Falcons finally got the defense last year. And I think this year would be more scary than last year. Go Falcons. We appreciate that time. Appreciate that time.
I'm gonna let y'all know. They've been talking to Jeff Obert quite a bit. And especially about like Jalen Walker and all that. Oh yeah, the defense about to be extra scary. Defense about to be extra scary. We have the fastest linebackers in NFL history on this team. The fat, like Mike was talking about, them big 6'5", 6'6", 250. Yeah, we got them.
But you know what, Warren? You know what the theme song for our defense gonna be this year?
What's that?
Y'all remember Youngbloods?
Oh no, not you.
If you don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
If you don't give a damn, we don't give a. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Don't start no shit, won't be no shit. Don't start no shit. No,
it's gonna be help me, please, because
help me, please, nigga, help me.
Quarterback's gonna be like, quarterback's gonna be like, Coach, how do I throw this ball? What you mean? Every time we play the Falcons, they get me before I get the ball out. Well, hand it off.
All we really need, we just really need. We got to figure out who the middle linebacker is going to be. Get you a good nose tackle, one set guy, and you get you some more depth at DB. I honestly think we'll be fine, man. Like,
so Mucho asked, who is Darnay Holmes? Yeah, talk about the guy we just signed here out.
Guys like that is he pretty much just a guy that's gonna compete for that slot corner position and special teams. Like, you need those guys.
Yeah, he sound like a special teams kind of guy, like a dime corner.
He's a Ricky Manning Jr. type guy. He's one of Ricky
Manning
Jr. Yeah, y'all gotta think we got Ricky Manning Jr. as our DB coach. So.
Okay.
Specializing in nickel. He specializes in a nickel. Ricky Manning does.
Yeah. And that doesn't help the fact that he got the head shaped like a Phillips head screwdriver. But
wow. What? Kev, you trying to say this man head look like a wrinkled tip?
No, I said Phillips head screwdriver. That's how he played, because that motherfucker screws was loose.
Yeah,
as a slot corner.
Oh God! Oh man!
If you remember Ricky Manning Jr. from the Carolina days, him also playing with the Bears, that motherfucker had a screw loose on the field.
Yeah, he wasn't right.
Well, I mean, emotional damage.
Emotional damage. Peter said if Pierce comes back, we will be fired to the next degree.
Yeah, but the jury is still out on that. I don't know about that.
Man, look. That bitch said he put a bag over his head. Like, if I were you, I wouldn't even think about bringing him back after that. Like I said,
it's not gonna go well.
Like yeah, that don't sound well. Not saying she telling the truth. All I heard was she said that nigga tried to put a bag over his head. Okay, so if he doing stuff like that, if that is true, sir, y'all just. It would be wise if Falcons fans start looking
elsewhere.
Okay, and I'm talking about Falcons fans. Don't even prepare yourself to even look for James Pierce Jr. this year.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, you don't want that anyway, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna get a lot of unnecessary penalties because people gonna fuck with him, and he gonna jump off sides trying to get at somebody that's messing with him. No, leave that alone. Leave that alone.
Okay, somebody asked about what's the story with Nathan Floyd said, what's the story with Jordan Vandenberg out of Georgia Tech? He's pretty much they pretty much has listed him kind of like a freak athlete on the defensive line. He has a few games where he'll show up and then he'll have a couple games where it might not be there. He pretty much is a rotational defensive lineman. But I think the big story is because he tested. He had one of the highest rated testers on this. What is this relative athletic score thing for a defensive tackle? So he got the same. He had the same measurables and tangibles as a Jordan Davis.
Oh wow.
But he's a little bit smaller. He's a little bit smaller, but he measures the same as Jordan Davis. But like you said, he looked like one of them hog carrier motherfuckers you'll find down in Statesboro. I tell you that much. That's what he looked. That's what he looked like. That's what he looked like.
So pretty much, what you saying? He looked like he eat cars.
So basically, he's Caleb McGarry.
He looked like Caleb McGarry cousin that play on the defensive line.
Damn,
he do.
Damn.
Caleb McGarry, that motherfucker look like he can bite the hell out of a bull.
Man, Caleb McGarry, Caleb McGarry, that's just Thor. He just stands there and scares people.
Exactly. Nah, but like I said, man, like he has there's a lot of flashes on there. He's one of those.
Yeah, just watching the world spin.